Flippin, Fantastic Podcast, episode 46. I'm Alicia, the Inked Picker.
And I'm Moa87 Official. Hello and welcome. I hope everybody... Did you survive Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday? How'd you do this weekend? This past
I didn't
weekend?
go out, but I did do a little sale on my store from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, and I did some decent sales. I think I forgot how many it was. It was like 12. It was over 10 sales that I had to pack up for Monday. So I think it went good. I sold a few things on sale, so that's my first sale so far. I haven't done that yet.
Since moving.
All the new items, yeah. But I did do a 10% off now on anything older than, I think it's 30 days. Try to get things moving.
Right. Yeah, I sold like 8 or 9 things that I had from the weekend, mostly like Saturday night through Sunday. So, and it was they were decent sales. Like I said, most of them weren't. I had said when we were talking online before that most of them were over $20. Woo! I had a couple little sales, but which is fine because they were like old things get out the door. But yeah, most of my stuff was pretty decent sales. Now yesterday wasn't so great. I didn't list anything yesterday. I was busy, but and I didn't have any pictures on hand.
Mo's over here kicking butt.
But I did have a good, long weekend and regular weekend, and Monday was okay. I made a couple sales Monday. But yeah, and I was downstairs getting stuff to sell or ready to take pictures of. So get back to that when I'm done here.
I finally made it to 500 listings again.
Yay! I was almost at 500 and then I sold a ton of stuff. So I'm not complaining, but
it's a good problem to have.
I'll be back. I should be back over 500 in the next day or two. Because since Thanksgiving I sold a lot, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 524.
Nice. I'm not even at 5.
But I have a few multi-quantity, which brings it up to 577 if you count every single individual item.
Right.
I mean, I'm at like less than half of what I had, but I'm almost back up to what I was making
your sales
before the move. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though I have half the things up. I think it's just better pricing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Better pricing, better photos. I don't know what it is, but
it's the time of year nice too. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's Q4, so of course. So that's been really nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not. I'm like at 475 because I was like just at almost 500, and I have listed some. I listed a little bit over the weekend, but not like I said, not yesterday. So it's just I'm kind of like staying at the same number, which is fine. I would like to get back up over 500. I wanted to be ahead of you still, but oh well.
I'm still working on it, but I am running out of space. That's my thing now. So I'm trying to cross list more. Oh, I guess I could talk about it now. Everyone's doing this thing, or a lot of larger YouTubers and stuff are doing district, like their own little platform. So of course, Crazy Lamp Lady has knickknacks. Devin, Carrie, and Devin. Oh my God, Kevin, Carrie, and Dave. Oh my gosh.
See, Kevin, she doesn't even know her name, but you didn't invite me to sell. So, and I know your name.
Yeah, they opened their own little thing called Dibbed It. And people were like, oh, what does that mean? And I was like, oh, I thought it was like tidbits. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of that. It's like the same letters, but rearranged. But it's actually like, it's supposed to be the past tense of like dibs. Like I dibbed it.
Oh, dibbed it. Okay.
Yeah.
That was my question. I was going to ask what it means.
Yeah.
But again, I wasn't asked to sell on there. So it's okay.
I think you can apply. It's just...
That's all right. That's all right.
Kevin and I know each other on a phone number basis, so he called me
Oh,
one day. No,
excuse me.
I got a
Pardon
text
me.
message. No, from when I went to go see them in Virginia, he ended up getting
Mhm.
my phone number, so he had it. I got a text, and I hadn't saved his number in my phone, and it just
Mhm.
said, "Call me right away when you can," or something like that. And I saw it, and I'm like, "Is this a scam?" And I opened it, and there
Who's
was a
this?
picture. Yeah, I opened it. There was a picture that he had sent me when we were visiting them because his dog was
Yeah.
like sitting under my chair, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, it's Kevin." I just hadn't put his name in my phone yet. And yeah, he told me that. I'm like, you know what? I'll try it, and it's pretty cool. I did sell one thing. It was actually to Dave. It's a squishmallow, which actually I need to ship out.
That's
So I'll
cool.
figure out how the shipping works on there, but as of right
Mhm.
now, it looks like there's 259 members and 35 sellers on there.
Mhm.
Um, and there's like a cool little leaderboard, so you could tell who's like the most like who's participating the most on the site, and then who's also
Yeah.
selling the most.
One
So
of
like on
those again.
it's kind of cool. So like I'm number 3 because I've sold one item, which was a
Right.
day ago. Um,
Mhm.
or no, I'm number 6. Sorry. Of course, Devin. Oh my gosh, Kevin, Dave, and
See,
Carrie.
Kevin? See, Kevin? I'm gonna put that in my
It's
application.
because it's because it's because I'm mixing up Dave and Kevin and getting Devin. New thumbnail. Devin, the Commonwealth picker. Anyways, Kevin, Dave, and Carrie, of course, are number 1, 2, and 3 of the on the list. They're probably selling. Of course, Kevin is. He's got his little fan club that joined and probably
Mhm.
buying from. But hey, it's a cool little platform. I'm gonna say out of like all the new things coming out, it's probably one of my favorites. It's
That's
it's
cool.
just it's cool. It's
Yeah.
different.
Mhm.
Um, but I do have to see how the shipping is. If it's like Mercari, I'm not gonna like it very much. I like how eBay's very forgiving. Like they give you
Yeah.
the money
I
for the
don't like
shipping,
that
and
part.
then like if
Right.
it's off, it comes out of your pocket. But if it's like
Right.
a different label, but there's something on here about you could buy a separate label somewhere else if it like didn't work, and then you could refund
Okay.
the original label that the buyer paid for. I don't.
Uh-huh.
There's something like that, but I don't. I hope I never have
Yeah.
to do that. But
Yeah, I hope not. I don't, as long as it's for, like you said, forgiving, because it's fine if you mess up and it's more.
yeah,
Well, no, I shouldn't say it's fine if you mess up. I shouldn't say that. It's not fine if you mess up and it's more because you've paid for that one label and it's on Macari and it's a pain in the ass.
yeah,
But, on eBay, you can mess up, it could be less. I always like overstate, for packaging and stuff like that. So I'm usually on the money, I should say, knock on wood. But there are times when, something just ends up being a little bit more than you want it to be. And then on Mercari, you're kind of screwed if you use
yep.
their shipping.
And they'll just
Whereas
probably
you
they'll
just
just
eat that
probably
cost
charge you.
on yeah. You just eat that cost on eBay, or, it comes out of whatever overage they paid or whatever.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'll be interested to hear how that goes.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Hmm.
Here's the also Planes to Profit, guys. Make sure you get your tickets. It's in. Actually, I should check the website. See exactly how many days it is.
It
As
was
of
it was
recording
90
this,
last time, so
yeah,
it
it's
should be
85
80, 30,
days as of right
85.
now. 85 days, 11 hours, 44 minutes. As of today,
When
of
did we
course, when you guys
record?
are watching. I don't
Last
know.
time I swear I thought it was 90 when we recorded, and that was a week ago. That's weird.
I know Pops put something on Instagram. I don't know if you saw that and thought it was that
Mm-mm.
instead.
No,
Or
because we
Corey.
looked.
Oh,
Didn't
I
we
don't
look the
know.
last time we were on here? Oh no,
Unless
it
I
was
messed
on
up.
your live shipping. It was your live listing. That's when
Oh.
I looked at it. That's when I looked at it. Okay, because I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. It should be less, but no. Okay, yeah,
So,
that day that you were. When did you do that? What day did you do that?
I can't remember. That was a
I
long
don't know.
while
I got
ago.
a lot.
It was
I
a
was
like
actually
2 hours.
listing, but yeah, I got a decent amount listed
Let's see.
while you were you were doing that. So That
4
kept me
days ago.
motivated. Like I didn't fall asleep or
So,
anything.
1, 2, 3 Saturday? Actually, yeah, because my
Was that what
parents
it's Saturday?
came to visit
Okay.
on my birthday, so I was the 23rd. They left on the 24th, right? Yeah, and then yeah, the 25th
Okay. Yeah, that
yeah,
makes
I was like,
sense.
"Oh, I'm gonna get some listing done."
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
that was good. I forgot someone gave me a shout out. I think Kevin did. I forgot what it was, but my channel grew quite a bit, and I'm almost to 400. I'm at 394.
Nice.
I
Yes, I
was
saw
at
that.
396, and then a couple people decided to unsubscribe, and it makes me sad
Rude.
because, like, since I have so little subscribers, I like
Yeah.
cherish every person I get
Uh-huh.
that subscribes to me, and then all of a sudden I see like the number drop after I release a video, and it's like, oh, they didn't. That means they
It,
probably didn't like the video or
it might
something.
have
But it's
been
just
bots. It might have been bots, every once
it
in a
could have
while
been
they get deleted or trolls or somebody, whatever. So think of it that way. They weren't real people.
maybe. Anyways,
Two fake
um.
people.
And I did release a GoPro footage video from Cincinnati, and that
Hmm.
video is doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Although I did spell Cincinnati incorrectly. I missed an N.
Oh.
So I didn't realize that until someone pointed it out. So I corrected the title, but of course the
Hmm.
video I can't really correct. I mean, unless I went in there and edited it
Yeah.
again, but I don't have
Yeah.
like the raw file anymore to do that. So
Hmm. Oh well.
we just fixed the title.
Think of it this way. Maybe you'll get more comments and more engagement if people are like,
Trying
"You
to
spelled
correct me.
Cincinnati wrong." Yeah.
Maybe that's what I should do.
Just do it on purpose.
I'm trying to think of what else has all gone on. It's like just the week has gone by so fast,
I
but it's
know.
also like felt like a long time since we have recorded. Oh, I guess next week on December 5th, I will be on Cat the Nurse Flipper show.
Oh, okay, cool.
At 7 East or no, I think it's 7 my time that it starts. I forgot.
Yeah.
But
It's
I was in
it's
there last night
I think it's
watching.
8 Eastern. It's 8
Okay,
Eastern
8
cuz
Eastern, so I think
I
it's
still watch
7.
her all the time. I'm going to have to watch tomorrow. I don't always watch it anymore.
Mhm.
Just because for a while it was very geared, like all the discussion and questions were just like geared toward like newbies, and it started to seem repetitive, and
I did notice that as
I'm
well.
often busy like on Tuesday nights, but I haven't watched in a while, so maybe they've like changed. I know like I haven't watched, and I didn't realize until not long ago that it's not Julian on there anymore. It's Rod, right?
Mhm.
Kicking and Punching is her co-host. It used to be Julian Bearded Thrift Machine. So I didn't even realize that. And I
Oh,
don't.
I never knew that there was someone other than Rod as the
Yeah,
co-host in there.
Julian Bearded Thrift Machine was her co-host for a while, and then I just realized, like, I saw it, um, in my feed, and I was like, that's not Julian. I was like, oh, that's Rod kicking and punching. But yeah, so I haven't watched it. And it's just because like Tuesday nights sometimes I'm not around, so.
Yeah, I was watching it last night just to kind of figure out
Hmm.
because I'm like, oh, I'm on there next week. I want to watch it, see like what it's like.
Right. Uh-huh.
And oh, there was somebody. I think it's Flippin' Ain't Easy is who I'm gonna be on it with. Like they have
Okay.
two guests, so I guess
Mhm.
I'll be on there with them. But yeah, I was just trying to see like what they do because I'm like, this is a 2 hour long thing. It's like I'm gonna need to
Yeah.
have like an energy drink, so I'm not sitting there yawning because I tend to do that when we're sitting here for an hour. Um, but yeah, so that'll be fun, and I'm excited for that
Yeah,
opportunity. And
that's
then I
awesome.
the week after that, Corey and
I mean,
Teresa will be on there.
oh, will they? I mean,
Yep.
it's a great show. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I'm not always around on, and when I came back into reselling, it's one of the first things I started to watch, and she's been doing it a long time, and she has like really great information. And
Mhm.
like when I started, I followed a lot of Kat's advice, and her advice is always spot on. So, like I said, I don't want to seem like I'm knocking her show. I'm not. It's just, it when I was watching it, it was like, geared toward noobs, and a lot of the stuff that would come up, I'd be like, okay, and you think about it and try and put it into play, and you get other people's perspectives too, which is great. But yeah. But I haven't watched it. Now I got to watch it next Tuesday. I have to remember.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So it'll be exciting.
Mhm.
What else? What else? A couple of estate sale companies here are having their last estate sale of the season this weekend, which makes me a little sad because I
Oh, like
enjoy
for
them.
like
But
for the year, you mean?
yeah, they said for the season, so I don't know if that means until next spring or if they'll do a
Oh.
couple in the dead of winter or.
I was gonna say ours just like have them when somebody's ready to go, or somebody died,
Mhm.
or you know what I mean. Like they don't have like a season. I don't think. I was just thinking
Uh-huh.
maybe just because they're not doing any like over the holidays. Hmm, interesting.
So, um but there's
That's
that
cool.
one company that lets me record at their sales. I'll be recording
Yeah.
again, and it looks like there's quite a bit of stuff from the photos, but I'll check it out again. Um, or I'll go check it out tomorrow. It's just gonna be super hard waking up because it's getting cold. The other day, I was not having a great day.
It's
I think it was on
terrible.
Monday. Yeah, Monday. I was not having a good day, and I got ready. I got out of bed. I was like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. Blah blah blah. And then I finally get to my car and my car won't start. I've never
Oh
had an
no.
issue with my car. My car was dead. It was completely dead.
It
And
was
so
just a battery.
yeah, so I texted my husband. I'm like,
Mm.
my car won't start. I'm like, this is the first time my car has ever failed me like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, do I need a new battery? I've had this car now for what, like 3 or 4 years?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then he came and jumped it. And then we're then in the predicament of, oh, do I want to drive it around town and be careful, like know that it might die again?
Yeah.
So I ended up doing my errands, leaving my car running the whole time. So I'd get out, run into Goodwill, but like leave my car on but locked.
Yeah.
Um, got back home, let it sit, and it started right up. I started it last night with the remote start. And so I'm like, I think it just got really cold and maybe I hadn't driven in a few days. But the thing is I was out on Saturday and it was
Mhm.
just Sunday, Monday. So it's just one like whole day of not driving my car and it died.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe I need a new battery. But we checked it. My husband's got my back. He came and saved the day and started my car back up. And yeah, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, I need to find. I have a really nice battery pack. I forgot what brand it is, but it's an expensive brand. I got it at a garage sale
Yeah.
last summer, but it's
Mhm.
one of those jumper things, but it's still new in the
Yeah.
box. Like I never
Yeah.
unpacked it. And I'm like, I
Mhm.
have it. I just don't know where it is right
You better
now.
go get it and
Yeah.
charge it up. So
Yeah.
those things are nice. Like I don't have one. I need one. Although I got a new battery this past spring, so but I
I
was
mean, I would have.
thinking it's your battery, like you might end up replacing it. That's when they die, is usually in
Yep.
the winter. Mine died
Yeah,
in the
it's usually about
spring, but
$100 to replace. Luckily,
yeah.
my husband's done that on his own vehicle, so
Yeah, my husband does it. It's not hard,
he'll
I don't think.
yeah, so it's something he could easily do for me, luckily. Or
Yeah.
I could probably do it myself. I'm just like scared of electricity though. Like anything to do with the wall sockets, like even wall plugs, like in the house,
Yeah.
or anything with that, or car batteries, like I don't know. Like sparks make me jump and like anything like that. So just kind of jumpy. I would rather have someone else do it that's not a chicken like me.
But
What
so
else?
I don't have one of those battery packs. I should get one, but my mom does, and um we used her, we had to use hers one time, and it's so
Hmm.
nice because it's just like you don't have to worry about having anybody else there or whatever. It just gives you enough juice so you can start your car and get
Yep.
to where you need to go. So I highly suggest you find it and charge it up, put it in your
Yeah,
car.
it's somewhere in all the bins that are in my garage, which I'm slowly working through.
Yeah.
Because it had been sitting by my old listing table at the old house, and it just sat there. I knew where it was, but it wasn't really in a
Yeah.
spot. Like, because it's also like it can also inflate my tires. I forgot what else. I think it
Yes.
has like a radio built in. No, there's something else. There's like it's like a multifunctional thing.
Right.
And I wanted to sell it on eBay because it sells really well. It has a good good
Sell through.
price.
Yeah.
But with something with a battery that big, I was scared about shipping it because the post office has weird like regulations for their batteries. They're like, "Oh, if it's so much, you have to make sure that you put a certain sticker, but it can't be so many cells and blah blah blah." And I'm like, I all this research, I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna sell it, I'll just sell it locally, so I don't have to ship it
Yeah.
out. But anyways, I still have it somewhere. We'll find it. But my mission is to get the garage cleaned out, at least my side, so that way I can start parking in the garage, especially if snow's coming. But like you just asked me, we
Snow.
did get a little
Yeah.
bit of snow, but it melted pretty
Yeah.
quickly. I forgot what day
There
it
was
was.
a
I think it was that Sunday actually.
Yeah, there
So
was
maybe the
like
snow made it go
snow
by.
squalls around here, but I think they happened in the morning yesterday before I was even awake. So luckily it didn't snow because it was a take my sister to treatment day and to drive to the city and yesterday it was like late because of she usually goes like every 3 weeks on Thursdays, and so Thanksgiving screwed everything up, and so and then plus it was crowded, so she had to wait, and it was like last thing I wanted to do is drive in the snow, but it didn't snow. But it's cold out. It's cold.
Yeah, I'm not a
I'm
fan of the
not
cold.
loving it. I'm not loving it.
I got my space heater over there. I got my blanket.
Hmm. I
What
got my
else?
lava lamp. This thing puts off heat in this little room. I swear in the summertime I'm sweating when I have that thing on.
I mean, I have like what 4 lava lamps over there. I could just start them all and
I
have
was
them in
gonna
my
put them on.
office.
I I cranked the heat up before we came up here, so I didn't want to freeze.
Oh, someone's ringing my doorbell. That's weird. I have a doorbell app, and I'm not used to it when people actually ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
I'm not available.
Mine
I don't
goes
know.
off because like we don't have like a super big front yard, and people like walk past. People go on walks and past our house all the time. So
Uh-huh.
I
I
like
don't know what this
honestly I
person's doing.
ignore when that little thing goes off unless they actually ring it
This
or
is
I'm
like
waiting for something.
this is like someone actually ringing the doorbell though.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. And my packages are still outside. They didn't get my packages yet. Anyways, I get anxious when people come to my door. I'm like, "Who are you? Why are you here? Are you trying to break in my house?"
there's a there's a comedian, and he talked about like when he was a kid and like companies come in and you had a special cake for the company. Don't eat that cake, it's company. He's like, and now it's like somebody rings the doorbell and everybody hides. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, I get phone call anxiety. I get doorbell anxiety. Like if I see my phone going off because someone's calling me, I'm like, my heart rate like goes up.
I get big
Or
time phone anxiety. I hate it. It's funny too because I grew up way before cell phones. I used to come home, get a snack, get on the phone, turn on General Hospital, and talk to my girlfriends on the phone for hours while I'm doing my homework. And now it's like, I don't want to talk to anybody on the phone.
same. I feel that. What else? What else? Um, I picked up some little figurines from Facebook Marketplace for free. I put them in that one Discord group. I don't know if you saw them.
Oh yeah, you
I
sold
sold
them
them
already,
today,
right?
full
Yeah.
price, $40.
Nice.
It was some Limax, some just like made in China, some
Mm-hmm.
unmarked. So I just slotted them together for $40 because I saw just lots of random Christmas village like characters and
Right.
trees and stuff would
Mhm.
just sell. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm happy about that. That was just something free on Facebook Marketplace. It had sat there for a while on a free group here, and a lot of
Mhm.
people were like, "Oh, I'm interested, blah blah blah." And I commented, I'm like, "I'm interested and I can come pick up immediately." And she messaged me. So there's a lot of people on that group, they'll say they're interested and then just like never message you cuz I throw stuff on there for free and it's usually like the second or third person that will actually like message me when I tell them to message me. So,
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm like half Christmas, half not right now. I sold some video games. I sold I sold
oh,
one of the houses. I did I sell two of the houses I listed? Did I sell one already? No, just one. I had like 4 or 5 of those of department fit. I'm so behind. Like I bought all this Christmas stuff this summer with the intentions of getting it all listed by September, and you know, my plans were blown when people are in the hospital and stuff. So I'm listing it now, but um I sold one, and for $50 I sold a crystal Christmas tree for 35. Those were good. And I still have more Christmas stuff to list. I'm trying to get it
yeah, me
listed like
too.
in the next couple days. Well, that's what I was downstairs doing before I came up here, taking pictures, but some of it's like I have some like plug-in stuff and some battery stuff. My batteries are up here, but I was like getting it ready because I'm like looking through these boxes in my death pile and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I had all this stuff.
It's
So I'm trying to
like
get it
Christmas
listed in
again.
the next week. It is. I want to get it all. I mean, we're still November. It's still November. I want to get it in the next few days. Get most of that stuff listed, and then I'll just go through my death pile just randomly.
Um, I have a whole bunch of that Bethlehem Village set,
Mm-hmm.
like giant ceramic like village houses to
Yeah.
relist. They're actually sitting right there because I'm like I want to try to sell them before
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. Because I've had them for a while. I wanted to try to sell the whole kit together. I ended up parting it out because the box was huge, and it was
Yeah.
just like
Too much.
I got it for like $75, and I could have
Mm-hmm.
sold it for maybe like 250. It wasn't a great pickup, but I'll
Yeah.
still make my money back.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, I'm gonna try to get that listed. Um, I don't know why. Every time I have some decent jewelry, it usually goes overseas, and I don't know why. I
Hmm.
had this pin and earring set I picked up for like $7, and it's Bergier. I'd never heard of it before, but that brand seemed to sell well. I couldn't find any like it anywhere else, so I listed it for 55. They just sent me a message that said 51. So I sent them an offer through message and they accepted it. So it sold. And
Hmm.
but
Nice.
I don't know, some nicer jewelry pieces I've listed or they go
Where's it
overseas like
going?
that. I'm
Do you
not
know
sure
where
why.
it's going?
The person's name, I can't even read it. It's probably Japanese.
Uh-huh.
Japanese characters. And it's going to like one of those shipping hubs, like in Florida, I
Oh
think it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, we
something. You
have
could
them
just tell
here.
by the
Yeah.
address. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, Delaware, Wilmington, or Newcastle, Delaware are two places where I've actually sent sent stuff there decent amount of time to the shipping hubs.
yeah, and I mean it's cool and all, but I also know like it isn't it if you do that, if you buy something like that, you kind of lose like your protections as a buyer because it's
Yeah, we're only if it gets to where it's going, we're done. Like so they can't say anything about it. I've had like people like I shipped something and it was like breakable and they was just like, "Oh, I really want this. Please make sure you pack it well," and that's why because it was going to go to a shipping hub and from there on. And I mean, I always pack my stuff well, but I took a little more care because they were very nice about it. They're like, I really
There's a
like this.
certain way to
Please ship.
say it.
Yeah, exactly. As opposed to who had rudeness. What was it? What was I just reading? I can't remember. I don't know. We were
Was it
talking
with
about rude.
that message I got from that company regarding
Oh yeah, that yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna talk
Yeah.
about much now,
We
but
mentioned.
in case they watch this, but
I doubt
I
it.
don't think they would. But
I doubt it, but yeah.
what else have I sold? Um, I found in a
It's
grab
my
bag at
rat.
Goodwill a little packet of a little box of Jim Shore ornaments. Sold those
Ooh,
for
nice.
22 plus ship. I
Nice.
was so surprised to see those in there. If you like didn't see Jim Shore in like big letters, it was like on the logo
Mm-hmm.
at the top,
Yeah.
small. I'm like, what's Jim Shore? I
Nice.
sold those when you were watching my live.
Uh-huh.
Little lot of strawberry shortcake figurines
Oh yeah.
for 15. I sold those like I think within a couple days. Those sold pretty quickly for full price. I
Yeah.
didn't sell the Hello Kitty ones yet though.
I went
Um,
to yesterday. I went no, not yesterday. Monday. My sister had off. She wanted to go out to eat and then we so we went out for like brunch, like brunch time.
mhm,
That's the time we ate. And then oh, we went to the big Marshall's because we were talking about this last week. Marshall's Home Good Homes, and there's a Home Sense next to it.
mhm,
Um, it was near where we ate, so we went in there. But I didn't find there was no viral candles, no Hello Kitty blankets. They actually had a lot of Hello Kitty mugs, but I need another mug. Like I need a hole in the head. I personally have a lot of mugs, and I got a lot of mugs downstairs. And I'm fine with mugs. Like they sell, pretty steadily, but
mhm.
I
I
don't
don't know
need
what
any.
it is, but I am obsessed with watching those streams of these ladies at Home Goods
Uh
selling
huh.
stuff for like a
I
$15
still have
finder's
not
fee.
seen one come across yet, but like,
I don't. The algorithm must be just like because they're like, oh, this person likes to watch this. I don't know
hmm
why.
yeah,
Um, there's so much stuff there that's just so cute, and like, there's not a store like that where I'm from. So it's
yeah.
like
hmm
you got Walmart and Target. That's
Yeah.
about it.
See, we have there's there's a Marshalls closer to me. It's not as nice as this one. That's a little bit far. I mean, I'm in northern Delaware. Everything's like 10 miles away and, 20
Hmm.
minutes, Um but I have several Marshalls, several and the one we went to is a really big one. Several TJ Maxx. Like we have all those stores. Like that I, can get to within 30 minutes or drive around. But yeah, but I understand that like some people don't have them nearby. So I guess I mean cuz we were in there for a long time and they actually had ton of and this is a fairly new Marshalls
Hmm.
home goods store. So it wasn't around when my kid was little cuz they had like a ton of toys. Like we were looking through them for like my cousin's little kids like to get them a little something, but they had a ton of toys. I was like, "Dang." They just had like tables set up with toys. Like it's not like they wouldn't normally have this stuff out, but they had it um for that, for Christmas. But yeah, so we went in there and we went in Home Sense. But no
There's
viral
also
candles.
a closest to me because there's a Home Goods here, but it's way
Mhm.
south. Like it's
Mhm.
a solid 20-30 minute drive.
Mhm.
There is a TJ Maxx about halfway there. I don't know what the difference is between TJ Maxx and like Home Goods and Marshalls. I don't know if TJ Maxx is just like all of those things or if it's like a cheaper version or what, but I do want to
I don't know.
go try it out because that
I
one
usually
is
go
a
to
lot closer
Marshalls
to
just
me.
because it's closer. Or if I'm so there's the mall, and then there's like next to the mall is like where we ate, and there's a bunch of restaurants and stores, and there's like Trader Joe's, and there's just a bunch of other little stores there, but that's where the Home Sense and the big Marshalls Home Goods is. Um,
Mhm.
I don't. There's a couple TJ Maxx. I don't. It's like the same stuff to me. It's the same stuff because I don't know why they have different names because they're all the same store. Like the other thing is like I'm like I don't get the Home Sense thing in
Mhm.
that. Okay, so we went in Marshall's Home Goods and we didn't really look at clothes. We were looking at the Christmas stuff and just all the other stuff. And then
Mhm.
we went over to Home Sense. Now, the Marshall's Home Goods are one store, and then you got to come out and go into Home Sense. But the Home
Right.
Sense, like all that little stuff, is all the same. They just have more of it. Now they have more furniture and rugs, but like all the other stuff is the same. I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know.
I'll have to go check it out. I don't know why. I just like that store. I think there's just
Mm-hmm.
because it's not like a regular store where everything is
Yeah.
like sorted nicely. This is like
Mm-hmm.
all the candles are in one space, but you can
Mm-hmm.
find, 5 different kinds of green candles or,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
whatever. Um,
Yeah.
it's cool. I've been looking at the purses because I'm looking for a better quality purse. I've never had like a
Yeah.
quality purse.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for one, but I'm kind of picky. I'm hoping to find a really cool Betsy Johnson like skull purse or something because they have Betsy Johnson there.
I know. I would like one of hers. I never find. I used to have. I don't know what happened to it. I think it was a mess and I like gave it away. I
Mhm.
carried a Betsy Johnson purse for a long time. But it was also like a shoulder purse and that was when I was younger and I don't like shoulder purses
I don't do
anymore.
shoulder purses.
I
That's
didn't
why I
like them
like
when I was younger, but I used it. I don't know.
I like my crossbodies or my backpack. I like the purse to
Me
be
too.
basically attached to me in some way.
Yeah,
Like
I
shoulder
like
purse, it's
hands
like
front
falling
like
off.
falling off all the time
Yep.
and mhm.
I dislike that. Um Comments from last week. We have 2 comments. Look at Mo's beautiful thumbnail artwork. I saw that and I just started laughing. Like I would think I was sitting there eating Thanksgiving or eating food with my parents or something, and I saw it and I just started laughing. I was just like, "Oh my gosh, look at this thumbnail." Um, Amy says, or Beach by Repeat Amy, love a good flippin' home repair episode. Do you guys have your holiday decor up yet? No. I didn't decorate last year, but this year I might. I don't know. We have a Christmas tree, but we also have the psycho cat that destroys everything, so I'm a little
Oh
worried.
yeah.
But we do have a nice, cute little spot to put our little Christmas
Mhm.
tree. It's only like 3 foot tall one, super
Yeah.
easy to set up. Bought it from Michael's. Actually, last time we lived here, I went and bought it from them because we didn't have a Christmas tree.
I am not pre-Thanksgiving decorator like Amy. My tree also isn't all showroom like Amy's because we've already seen her tree. But no, mine is
It's
not
so
up.
pretty.
My bathroom downstairs, which we got nothing done on last week, has to be done, and it has to be done this weekend because I'm going to
Oh,
lose my S. So, my husband and Sunday he went to the football game. Saturday he wasn't feeling it, and I was just like, I don't feel like arguing with him. And that's when I got less stuff listed, so whatever. But I'm
hey, there you
like,
go.
okay, but this needs to get done before Christmas because people come over here. He was like, my family comes over, we have like brunch.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it'll be done. I'm like, I just need you to get the stuff out of there and I can paint. Like, it won't take long to paint. It's not that big a
Mm-hmm.
room. It's a powder room, it's a half bath. But he also has to figure out, he also, I think, is stressing about getting this, which is
That
probably
mirror.
glued to and it's probably glued to the thing. And I don't know. Yeah. So that's going to be the biggest pain in the butt. So yeah. But as soon as that gets done, and it should not take this long. Like, we should be done it this weekend.
My
Well, we
husband's the
don't have a
same
toilet
way.
yet, but we'll have to buy a toilet. But that's not a big deal. We already have the vanity. That's all there is in there. He's got to put the floor down. It's not that big. It won't take that long. Get myself
Bathroom's
pumped
probably
up
the
to
easiest.
go out with him.
And then ABC mats. Yeah,
Oh,
It is
Matt.
hard to watch everybody. Honestly, there's only a few podcasts I watch, which you guys are on it. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. I know he sent me a little message. He's like, I watch, I just don't comment. I was like, I watch you too. I just don't comment. I'm not always commenting. And
I
I
honestly
always
almost
feel
never
bad.
comment.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad. Like I want to like my personal friends, I want to comment because I know it helps them, but I
Mm.
can't always. Like I'm just not like I'm in here or I'm downstairs and I'm doing something and I turn TV on and I put stuff on
Yeah,
and
and
I hate
it's hard
that.
to
I hate
comment
that.
with the TV. So,
You can't. And I never think about going back on it. But yes. Thank you, Matt.
what else? What else? Uh, for the rest of today, I just plan to chill. But I also got this thing where it's like, ooh, I can leave the house and like I've been wanting tomato soup, but my husband keeps buying silk, which I didn't have a problem with it. I was like, oh,
What
this is
is
pretty
it?
good. Silk, almond milk.
Oh, okay.
And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what, this isn't that bad. Whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
then I had it with Fruity Pebbles and it looked like water and I don't know what it was, but the visual, I was just like, And so I'm like, I need to go buy real milk and I want to make tomato soup, but it's the Campbell's kind where you put like the concentrate and then you put a cup of
Right.
milk in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I want to get some of that. Um, so I'm like kind of wanting to go to the store. And I also see this bookmarked on my computer, this recipe. I went to one of my friends' little brother's graduation parties and his mom made this, what is it? It's slow cooker black bean and corn salsa chicken.
Ooh, yum.
It was so good. And I have the recipe here. I'm like, ooh, I saw it and I'm kind of hungry. I'm like, ooh, that sounds really good. So I kind of want to like go make it and throw it in the crock pot.
Now you make me but I ate it all. The Costco, because a lot of soup isn't gluten free, like because they thicken it with, flour.
Right.
They sell a chicken tortilla soup, like corn chicken tortilla. It's really good. And I
Mm-hmm.
had it last week, but I just ate it all. Now I want some. It's a
Soup.
good
It's like good soup.
cold
I mean, not
weather day.
ungodly amounts of Panera broccoli cheddar soup. And
Now I think
when we
is
used to
that the
live
one I
here,
can eat?
there was no
Uh-huh.
Panera in
Oh,
this
okay.
area of town. The closest one was near downtown Lincoln. Now there's one where we live, like really close, like 5-minute drive.
Yeah.
So it's really easy for me to be on the way home from Goodwill or sourcing and like, oh, I'll just stop at Panera because you could just order on your phone and
Yeah.
then they'll have it ready and you just like skip the line at the drive-through
And you
basically and
go
they
in.
have it right there.
Right.
It's really good. So I don't know what it is. I'm
I
like, I need to make a good recipe because I can make it so much cheaper at home. It's
Yeah.
just easy. It's so easy to grab it.
Right. Panera is hard for me to eat at because I think I want to say maybe I can eat the broccoli cheddar if that's gluten. There's one that's gluten free soup, but mostly everything is bread, which makes me sad. I don't like Panera's coffee either. I don't like their
I've
coffee.
never been inclined to try their coffee.
I don't like it. Um, when COVID was going on, we had to take my sister to Philly for her treatments. You couldn't go in like on occasion. My mom would go in when she would talk with the doctor, just so she would have somebody in with her.
Mhm.
But once everything got going, and they wouldn't allow extra people in there, right?
Right.
So I couldn't go and sit and wait, which is what I do now. So I would go um several blocks down. I found a Panera and I'd park and I would go and sit in there and I I never had their coffee and I got their coffee. I'm like, this coffee's terrible. I don't like it. So that
I only
sucked.
had usually I'll get, their broccoli cheddar soup
Mm-hmm.
or I'll do the you pick two where I'll get it's the turkey
Oh, the
avocado
half and half.
BLT.
Yeah.
Yep, and then usually I'll get the soup or they
Mm-hmm.
have mac and cheese or broccoli
Yeah.
cheddar mac and cheese. Like any of those options, that's pretty much all I get from there. Oh, and their bagels. Their cinnamon crunch bagels or the
Yeah.
original
Back
bagels
when
with
I
the
ate gluten,
yep.
those were good.
I would
Back when
love, as
they
much as
ate.
I'd love to quit bread, it's just with stuff like that, oh my gosh.
I know. I can't do it though. I can't go back. But that stuff was good. But if I think where I am in life now and the way my metabolism is, if I ate bread, I would be on my 600-pound life, I think.
Bread is hard for
Doc,
me. I love bread. I
Doctor
love
now would be yelling at me.
pasta and
I
carbs.
do too. But I'll
Um,
get it every once in a while. I'll get it from Aldi has like box mac and cheese. Well, or I'll just buy box pasta. I've made myself like homemade mac and cheese. It's
mhm.
just whatever cheese I have, and it's pretty simple. But because I am lazy and I don't really like to cook, I don't make that often, which is probably a good thing. So yeah.
It's been hard to cook. I like talk about eating, so I haven't been eating the best. Like I've been stressed to the point that I'll just get whatever I want that can make me happy and I'll eat. But now I'm like
Hmm.
trying to be mindful again. Cause like I just want to be more mindful with what I eat. I tend to struggle with that. So
Mm.
today I had a tea in my granola bar, but now I'm thinking about pasta and soup and bread.
My
Mhm.
well, my sister, so she has the cancer and she has some
Mhm.
tumors in her brain that aren't really shrinking as much as they want for she's been having like cyberknife done. And anyway, she had some swelling. So right now she's taking some steroids to get the swelling down. And so she's
Mhm.
hungry. Like she just texts like food to me and my sister and her twin. And that
She's
was
like,
like
"We
Monday.
need food."
She was like, let's go to brunch. Let's go to this place. And I was like, okay, but I can't be out I go, I do have to come home because I have a lot of stuff to ship. She's like, oh, you don't have to come. I was like, no, I'll go because I feel bad. Like, and she's on this, she's depressed and everything. But man, first of all, those two can put it away anyway. Like, they're eaters. Like, I'm an eater too, but they are eaters, like professional eaters. And she, like, I got like an egg, like skillety kind of dish, with potatoes and stuff. And she got
Mhm.
pancakes in a dish. And oh my God, she ate it all. She's like, oh my God.
At one time, that reminds me, at one time, I thought to myself, I should try to be a competitive eater. But that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do that. Because, like,
I
you eat
don't, you gotta
so much. Like,
train. Yeah.
yeah, you gotta train yourself. But also, like, a lot of the competitive eaters I watch, they're in great shape because they go work out. I don't want to work out. So I'm like, I'm just gonna, yeah, that doesn't work
that
out.
one
But it
that
works
one
out for
girl
somebody that
with the hot dogs. And then what's his name? Is like Joey Chestnut or something? He's the champ. The Nathan
one
hot dog
guy I
eater.
watch, his name is Matt Stoney, and he is like
Okay.
a really popular competitive eater. I used to be able to watch it, but like with all the eating sounds anymore, I just like can't I can't handle the videos anymore. It's just
Yeah,
like it's awful.
Joey Chestnut, he's the guy that always wins the Nathan's hot dog thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now, around here, they used to have like Super Bowl Saturday
Mhm.
um in Philly. They would have Wing Bowl. And I want to say, are they having it again? Um they didn't have it last year, but they used to have like Wing Bowl, and that's what it was big, wings.
Mhm.
But like, it was just a drunken fest for everybody else that went. So, and I think it got canceled because it was getting a little out of hand. But I don't know if I could do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just a random endeavor. I was like, "Ooh." But it's they make it look so easy, these people that are competitive eaters. They
Oh, I
just
know, and it can't be. It can't be. The way
um
they like suck down those hot dogs. I used to watch like there was a guy on one of the food channels, and
mhm.
he wasn't a competitive eater, but he would go to all the he ended up like he had a show where he went to all those places where they make like some giant thing and he would try and eat it. You know what I mean? And he
Right.
ate a lot of weight. Like, and then he, like, that show stopped and, like, because I think he had to, like, really, like, lose weight. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it was getting bad. Like, his cholesterol was probably ridiculous and his sugar and everything else from eating that way. Like, I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Uh,
hungry.
yeah, I'm hungry too. I had my granola bar and my tea, trying to do good today, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, what else? I'm trying to think what else like I've been up to, but really it's just been listing and cleaning, trying to get the garage cleaned out so I can start parking in the garage.
Yeah.
Um,
Ugh.
it's just a lot of stuff I still have to get through. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of eBay. There's some stuff in there that I just need to throw on Facebook. Um, like larger items that we just don't need anymore and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Did
excuse me.
did you notice? I noticed on the computer that
Hmm.
Facebook Marketplace kind of like did like a little update. Like it seems to be like I'm not like I just clicked on it, you know, and I have it set to show stuff within 20 miles of me. And it's actually showing stuff within 20 miles of me. It's not showing like Brooklyn, New York, you know. Um
Um.
and then because it was like a mess before and I think they
Mhm.
fixed some stuff and then so I went on my and I meant to mention this last week. I went on cuz I know we were talking about it on the phone and I was like my phone is terrible but it actually updated and it's the same thing on the phone. It's like definitely I'm not seeing like random. Oh, and they also where was I looking at? They also had a whole um like I think there was like a whole thing. Yes, they have a garage sale category now on my phone app. Now I have
Really?
Android. Yes. And I was like, "Oh my god, they actually have a garage sale." People put junk under there. These aren't actually garage sales, you know, cuz people will
Mhm.
put, you know, I'm getting rid of this or that or whatever, I guess. And it's winter, but I did actually notice that they actually made a category
I
like
haven't noticed any
that I can
changes
search.
on my end, but
No.
I hate searching through Facebook Marketplace on the computer. It's got more
Yeah.
options on the phone. Like you could sort by most recently listed.
Well, see, I mine didn't used to have that. I think we had talked about this before.
Mhm.
So,
Maybe just for Android,
and
it's
now
better.
but now my like they finally updated the Android end of it, I guess. Cuz
Mhm.
like I think I can do that now. Let me look. I can price, delivery, condition. It doesn't have most recent. Well, maybe it does. Hold on. Uh, no. It
Hmm.
doesn't have that, but it seems to be like showing like I said before, like I would look at it and it would be like, "Oh, here's something, you know, close by me." Right? And then
Right.
the next listing where I have it set both phone and um well, I guess cuz it's under my profile. It's set to show me stuff within 20 miles. And it would be showing me stuff in New York or Massachusetts. I'm like,
Huh.
come on. And it wasn't like it was like, oh, there's only four things listed and close to you and this now we're going outside of that area. It's now it's truly showing that stuff.
Hmm.
So kudos to Facebook. So it is doing it on phone and on my computer. I don't know. Um I still don't ever find anything on there though. Like
Yeah,
people want
I
way
found
too
a
much
couple
for stuff.
things,
Mhm.
but they're either claimed already or the person just never messages back. So, like, I
Yeah.
found a couple Department 56 things last night, but they still had it up for some reason, even though they said it wasn't available anymore. And,
Mhm.
um, anyways. Yeah.
Some people just don't know how to use it, I think.
Oh, I was also gonna say, if you're in a larger city and you have people that use the neighbor next door app, or
Mm-hmm.
is it next
Yeah,
door?
next door. Yeah.
I posted on there I needed packing supplies. This lady that lives down the street asked for my address and she dropped off a bunch of boxes and stuff for me.
Oh, wow, nice.
Was it that? Next door. Yeah, it is next door that I use.
Yeah,
So you
next
never know,
door.
guys. Free packing like I haven't used any packing paper or bubble wrap from my rolls. I've been using like basically scrap. But as
Nice.
soon as I run out, I plan to do another post so I can get more to use because shoot, I mean if it saves you money.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. My family keeps all their boxes for me. I use all those.
Yep, my parents do as well, and I'll save of course the ones I get, but
Yeah,
that's
me
about
too.
it. Sometimes we'll get some from my mother-in-law's house. Hi, Ninja.
I did have to go buy packing paper the other day. I ran out. And I have not committed to a roll yet.
Over here, they don't sell newspaper end rolls, so every time I need more,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just have to pick them up when I go to my hometown and pick it
Yeah.
up because apparently they don't, even though they do still do newspapers. I don't know why, or if just the people that I talked to before on the phone, like if they just didn't know or what, but
Yeah. Maybe they're already
man,
spoken for. Somebody else gets them.
maybe. I'm not sure. I thought I'd maybe call again
Yeah.
because I would love to just be able to pick it up here, but
Mm-hmm. Got nothing.
anyways,
No sales going on around here, but that's fine because I have so much stuff to list.
I'm getting through it slowly. It's just I'm like with me, I'm running out of space, which is why I'm doing a sale on the older
Mm-hmm.
stuff and cross listing. Just get stuff moving. Had a lot of people reach out on Facebook Marketplace for things, but of course, none of them want to actually come pick up and respond to me. So,
Ugh.
anyways,
Bums.
well,
Are
that's all I
we
got.
are we done? This is the number one women's reselling podcast. Done. Episode 46.
Thanks for watching, guys.
All
We'll
right.
see you
See
next
you
week.
next week. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.